Welcome to the class. Today let's learn about a very important case law as far as company law is concerned and the facts and the laws established under this very old decision. Okay. So as far as Salomon versus Salomon and Company Limited is concerned, I am sure those who have learned company law must have heard about this case law. Okay, and as we all know, this is very old. It was settled. The law was settled in 1897. Okay, so from then onwards, this decision is known as one of the landmark decisions in company law. So in this video, let's learn why and how this particular case law became an important decision in company law. Okay, yeah. Let's see. First, let's look into the facts of the case. Okay, then we will come to the law established. So, Salomon and Company Limited is a company which purchased a sole trading business which was run by Salomon. Okay, yeah. Now that means Salomon has a shoe manufacturing sole trading business that was purchased by Salomon and Company Limited. Okay, now let's see. So this company, when purchased this business, company didn't have money to give. Therefore, company, and let us see who owns this company. Okay, the company had 7 members: Salomon, his wife, and 5 children. So it's all about Salomon running the company, and it's all about Salomon's sole trading business being purchased by a company which is owned by him. Okay. Now, let's see how was the deal. Yeah, that is the most important part, or rather the interesting part of the case law, that the company gave 20,000 pounds worth equity shares and 10,000 pounds worth debentures as a consideration when it was purchasing Salomon's sole trading business. Okay, then what happened? The company started doing the business, but maybe Salomon was not doing the business properly, or maybe what different reason, but the company wound up. Okay, now when the company was winding up, normally we all know what is to be done when the company is going for a winding up. We have to calculate the assets, we have to calculate the liabilities, and from the assets we have to pay off the liabilities, isn't it? Yes. So when this procedure started, they realized that assets of the company was worth only 6,000 pounds. And what about liabilities? As we already know, debentures are purchased by Salomon. That means the company gave 10,000 rupees worth, 10,000 pounds worth debentures to Salomon. Therefore, Salomon is a debenture holder. As a debenture holder, there was 10,000 rupees, which is a liability for the company. Now, apart from that, while doing the business, the company took loan from outside creditors that amounted to 7,000 pounds. Okay. Now, as we all know, when the company is going for a winding up, from the assets, the company will first pay off secured creditors. Here, who is the secured creditor? Salomon himself, and therefore the entire money of 6,000 pounds were paid to Salomon himself, and outside creditors did not get any money. Okay. But after this, outside creditors went to the court claiming that this is actually a fraud. Salomon was making fool of everyone by forming a company which is a fake company and taking out the money even from outside creditors. Okay, so let's see what the court said. The court said, according to the basic principle of company law, once registered, the company becomes an independent, separate, artificial, legal person. Its personality is different from that of its members, and therefore the court need not look behind. The court need not identify or inquire who is behind the company. As far as legality is concerned, it is the company which is working. Company is a legal person, though it is artificially created by law, and therefore whosoever is behind the company, it's not our business to look. And therefore the outside creditors failed the case, and it court established that if Salomon gets the money, that is proper and legal. Okay. Salomon versus Salomon established the rule that the company is an independent personality, and it is none of anybody's business to look behind and identify who is behind the company. Okay. And the similar decision, or maybe exactly the same decision, was that law laid down by this decision was reiterated in another decision called Lee versus Lee's Airforming Limited, which was decided in 1961. See, so many years later, 1961. Okay. In the case also, the similar facts were there, like Lee established a company which is called Lee's Airforming Limited Company, and Lee appointed himself as the key managerial personnel, and while flying an aeroplane belonging to the company, he met an accident and died, and compensation was given to his wife. Okay, so again the issue came up saying that Lee himself is the company and he himself is getting the compensation. But there also court reiterated the Salomon decision, saying that once established, company is completely a different personality. Company is an artificial legal person which has a distinct personality. That personality is different from the members or the directors or the shareholders of the company, and generally it is none of anybody's business to look behind the company, identify the parties and make them liable. That is not possible. Once you form a company, you are different from the company, and company gets a separate entity. This is the basic principle of company law. Based on this fundamental, actually the entire company law is formed. Okay, and therefore it is essential to identify company as a separate entity. Even though there are cases where this identity might be misused, that complete separate personality, because we all know no company can think, no company can act. So all these things are done by the human minds, human brains, which is behind the company. So at times it is necessary to identify the parties. Okay, so from this idea that law laid down in these two decisions might go wrong if applied in all cases and all situations. From that idea, we have developed doctrine of lifting of corporate veil. About the doctrine, we will discuss in next video. Till then, bye. If you have any doubt, if you have any suggestion, please put it in the comment box. I'll be happy to help. Thank you.